It's baseball. It's the show. And it comes your way next. So here's Francisco Lindor. He'll get us started in this one. Under the lights.
Francisco Lindor.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of a series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Perez might try to make a play on it, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
Edwin Encarnacion now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Now at the plate, Chris Colabello. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a misses. He was way in front of that one.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot.
And the tag is on him to retire the side. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading up. For the Padres, center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Well, they've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but this is why you have veterans. And a veteran pitcher on the mound, he's been through this before. He knows more than anybody. He has to have a quality outing and give his team a chance to win. They need it now more than any other time. Well, he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter has already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Designated hitter, Chauncey Foss.
Pitch on the way. Chauncey Foss comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Chop foul wide of first. 1 out, nobody on. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Here's Will Myers. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Brandon Guyer. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning.
Guyer.
Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Not close. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Now the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gurriel has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh.
So stepping in, Carlos Santana. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in, Brandon Phillips. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Second baseman.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, that got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Lindor ranging up the middle, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Yonherba Solarte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Here's another 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Gomes has it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Now at the plate, Yulieski Gurriel will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Gomes gathers it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Now to the plate, Austin Jackson. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Austin Jackson.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Myers is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. And recall, he doubled his first time through, but was thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Line hard. Foul. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Salvador Perez.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Perez waiting on the 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Adonis Garcia digs in now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a flare out toward right center. Trumbo coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. At the plate, Sean Rodriguez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Too high. 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Pause. Now the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Weaver comes set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. That gets down, and the Pod's first hit in this one is good for extra bases. And the run will score as the Padres are on the board first. It's 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chauncey Foss. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Trumbull racing back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If he was a little closer, you might get a swing.
This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. Ready for another chance? Edwin Encarnacion. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And that misses ball one.
That's the advantage of having a good two-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball. Oh, he got out in front of a changeup. He's looking for a fastball right there because he got the bat head so far out he was able to pull it. If that was a fastball, he might have kept it fair.
Gurriel is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Striding in once again, Chris Colabello. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. After it is Myers. He can't get to it. This one's down. So striding in, Brandon Geyer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third from the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up, but it was a good layoff. Not the pitching, definitely.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1. Into the box, Yan Gomes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. The 1-0 now to Gomes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 in the air out to straightaway left. Solarte is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's Carlos Santana now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead. Now at the plate, Austin Jackson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marisnick is under it, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Will Myers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch.
Number 4.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Geyer arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter, number 5.
So striding forward now, Brandon Phillips. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding into the box, Yohanrys Solarte. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Indians, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And that strike zone tightening up a bit. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Marisnick is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Digging in and looking for more. Jason Kipnis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out. Ready now. Yulieski Gurriel comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's Weaver back at it now as the first pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
1-2. Here it comes. No problem here. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Trumbo going back, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So striding in, Adonis Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a ball. 1-0. For Perez, that's his first double on the year. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. 1-1.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Throw gets him. 2 down. So striding in, Sean Rodriguez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit to first. Colabello moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Another 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in once again. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play. Ready for another chance? Brandon Geyer, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hey now.
Hey, great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Phillips onto the grass, and the inning is over. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Center fielder, Jake.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in to try it again. Chauncey Foss. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Sean Doolittle takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 62.
Norm Parsons will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and over. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And that misses 2-1. Fouled straight back. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Calling for it, Colabello, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Will Myers. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Cody Allen enters to make it.
Pitching for Cleveland, number 37, Cody Allen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case. Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Lonnie Chisenhall is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ball 2 now. Here it comes, 2-0. Liner towards second. And this will be out of reach for Phillips at second. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the seventh. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Santana. A hit in 2 tries so far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes to first. And that's through for a hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. Ready once again, Austin Jackson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Michael Brantley will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Never fun to see a pitch come up and in, but obviously not being a fastball, he didn't mean anything by it.
Marisnick is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And one opportunity will go by the wayside there as he'll hold tight at third with 1 away now. So stepping in, Mark Trumbo. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Chopped weakly to the left. A play at the plate. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 3-1. Striding in once again, Francisco Lindor. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Santana is on his way home. And he's safe. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And it's a 4-1 game.
Second baseman number
at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Marisnick is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Edwin Encarnacion now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. High pop up. Phillips is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Brandon Phillips. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Here's the 1-0 now to Phillips. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
3-1 now.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard ground ball to third. Taken in by Chisenhall. There's one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Yulieski Gurriel stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
2-1. Allen has the target. 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Into the box, Chris Colabello. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. on the ground up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Brandon Geyer, he's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 2 low, 1. No, Tyler Naquin will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Tyler Naquin.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall. In there, a base hit. Runner around second now, headed for third.
He's safe.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Marisnick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Salvador Perez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Josh Tomlin enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Brantley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Adonis Garcia digs in now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Garcia, your attention please.
This one's down to third. Chisenhall is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Chisenhall.
So striding in, Sean Rodriguez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Naquin looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Here's Jake Marisnick. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Grounded to the right. Taken in by Kipnis. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Solarte calls for it. Oh, no, it drops. Throw into second, and he'll get in there safely. Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Phillips is up with it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So digging in now, Edwin Encarnacion. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Striding in, Chris Colabello. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Solarte will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Solarte. And that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Norm Parsons. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Norm
Hot shot
Parsons.
on the ground is short. Lindor on the grass. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready now, Will Myers. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit to short. To his right, Lindor. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Phillips. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Carlos Santana. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, you could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
On 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thanks for joining us this